In part 2 of our series on Aleister Crowley, we'll continue to learn about his religion, Thelema. We'll also get introduced to his order, where he would educate others on the Thelema, and meet the man that would become his most loyal follower. We'll also continue to follow Crowley on his world travels, learn the interesting story of Lamb, and close the book on Aleister Crowley's life. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. If part 1 of this narrative left you wanting more, stick around. Just like Mike has done for half the ladies in Ohio, tonight we're going to bring this thing to its stunning climax. This is Necronomicon.
The pentagram, dedicated to Henry Foreman. In the years of the primal force and the dawn of terrestrial birth, man mastered the mammoth and horse, and man was the lord of the earth. He made him in hollow skin from the heart of unholy tree. He compassed the earth therein, and man was the lord of the sea. He controlled the vigor of steam, he harnessed the lightning for hire. He drove the celestial team, and man was the lord of the fire. Deep-mouthed from their thrones, deep-seated, the choirs of the eons declare the last of the demons defeated.
So for everyone keeping track at home, the spider kill count in Dave's house is now up to 2. You might have an issue here you have to deal with at some point.
Bullshit. My fucking exterminators are going to hear about this.
Exact same spot as last time, too.
Yep.
They're attacking me. I'm going to have nightmares now.
At least they're in your garage, though, right?
Yeah.
They haven't infiltrated the home, the interior of the home yet.
It's going to be like Creep Show with the cockroach guy, and you're going to find me dead, and cockroach, wolf spiders pouring out of my fucking mouth. It's terrifying.
Can we at least do a show on it? Do we have your permission?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right.
I'm all about the show.
Can you imagine the Instagram photo for that? Like, we post like a picture of Dave dead with his mouth and the spiders. Get a ton of likes. The best part was we were, I got to Dave's house first, and we were upstairs, and Ian just like walks in from your garage and goes, hey, Mike, there's another spider out here if you want to come get it. I sprung into action and took care of that.
You did your duty.
Yeah. He is no more. I'll fight them all if they want. We just got to find where they're coming from.
We appreciate that because we don't want to do it.
There's somewhere, it's the same spot. There's something over there. I don't know. Maybe let the experts handle it. I'll end up fucking burning your house down or something.
I don't know, man. It's scary.
I'll have a situation. The Burbs is on Peacock, so I just watched it the other day. I'll have a situation where I end up getting myself like stuck in your basement and an explosion coming and I got to get the fuck out.
Klopex are home.
Yeah. Anyways, also update for those of you who are interested, The Burbs is on Peacock, so you can go check that out if you have a subscription to Peacock. If you have the premium subscription, there's only minimal ads, still ads, but minimal. I think 1 minute worth of ads in the whole movie. Not bad.
That's not terrible, I guess.
4 little 15-second breaks. That's all right. I'd take that for a 2-hour movie. Yeah. Anyways.
4 days until Curb Your Enthusiasm premiere season 11.
Man, that's going to be something. Ian, what are your thoughts? You binged to catch up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All caught up.
Watched all. What'd you just say? How many seasons? You say it's 11th?
Yeah, 11th is starting next week.
Watched all 10.
Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, something like that.
I think it's Sunday. That's when it usually is. That's going to be great. So anyways, that's what we got going on. I don't know. Halloween's coming up.
It's a good holiday.
Next week, we return to, what was it, our second episode ever? Art Bell? Third episode?
No, Betty and Barney Hill second.
Art Bell was third?
I believe so.
All right.
And then Chinese Ghost Marriages was fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favorite opening ever, and it was the 4th show, and I could never repeat that glory.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
If you like, what is it? If you like your women like you like your garden full of worms and ready to be plowed,
yeah.
Stick around. Inspired.
Yeah. It's been downhill ever since.
You can't match that. It's not possible.
Yeah. All right. Back to Crowley.
So where we left off on part 1, Aleister Crowley had been on his honeymoon with his wife, Rose, and they were staying in an apartment in Cairo, Egypt, where Crowley was attempting to evoke Egyptian spirits. An entity named Iwas spoke to Crowley for 3 days, and everything Iwas said would become the book of law. At the time, Crowley didn't know what to do with the information. Iowis had given him, so he put it away and moved on with life.
Excuse me, Ian. Before I forget, I was informed by several sources that you indeed made up a word last week.
Did I?
Interpretate? I don't believe that's a word. I saw people...
Ian said interpretate?
I must have been sleeping when you said interpretate. But
Yeah, no one caught me on that one.
I did not catch that, so I just like to acknowledge that
All right, well.
you created a new entry in the dictionary last week with interpretate. That's all. You can carry on now.
I'm feeling pretty good last week. It took
Ian's like, whatever, fuck off. Moving on.
took an extra couple hits last week. I was feeling pretty good.
That's why you were interpreting, motherfucker.
Interpretate. Like that could be a shirt.
Interpretate.
Just in the Necronomicon logo. Like the color and everything. Just interpretate.
To explain.
So weird.
To explain.
Let's make some money off our mistakes, right?
On July 28th, 1905, Rose gave birth to their daughter Lilith. After this, Crowley went back to his travels, first climbing Kanchenjunga in India, which is the third highest mountain and considered to be the most dangerous to climb. He bounced around India, meeting up with Rose and his daughter in Calcutta, India. Because Crowley participated in some big game hunting while he was in India, he had a gun on him. One evening, two men attempted to mug him, and Crowley shot both of them. He didn't kill either of these guys, but he was forced to leave India. So Crowley, Rose, and Lilith decided to head to southern China.
I'm not a big fan of the big game hunting.
No.
I don't know how you could shoot elephants and big majestic beasts like that.
It's one thing I've stood by is never had Jimmy John's.
Yeah, you will not eat the Jimmy John.
Yeah.
The owner is a big, or founder. Is he still the owner?
Yeah, I think so.
Big game hunter.
Yeah. As everyone knows, I like animals.
You do like animals.
I do.
I'll interpretate that as as being excellent.
This also means you've never tasted a gargantuan.
I don't even know what that is.
The morals quickly change when you taste a gargantuan.
I do enjoy a gargantuan, and I hate myself for eating it.
I know.
I'm thinking about dead elephants and sawing off fucking ivory and shit while I'm eating it.
It is literally a sandwich of all of their meat.
Oh, okay.
All of it. And I think there's a few slices of cheese, and then that's about it, right? I don't even think they do lettuce and tomato. Maybe lightly. You can't even tell.
Yeah.
It's 5 inches of meat. Like me in college.
I mean, it sounds
this
good.
is awesome.
It sounds good.
Oh, it's pretty good. Although they put all that oil. I get the oil. I remove the oil.
Or like little oil. Yeah. They could put a ton.
Too much.
I'm going to bring you one day, but wrap it in a Subway wrapper. And then after you love it, it'll be like,
Well,
I ripped the mask off like Scooby-Doo, and it's like Jimmy John's.
It's like Jared sent this from prison.
It's still it's your money going to it, so I just don't want to give him my money.
that's true.
Oh, all right. Well,
So if you want to buy it for me, I'll eat it.
you will drink a gallon of water after you eat it because it's so salty. But it's
pretty good,
tasty.
though.
I do like Jimmy John's. I feel bad about it, but I like it.
I mean, in all reality, probably there's a lot more things in life that I buy that the owner or whoever the company isn't a great person.
Hey, but you found something and you're sticking to it. Good for you.
I have a few hard and fast companies I will never give money to.
I have a couple other ones.
Yeah.
I have one more that comes to mind.
Yeah. We have the same one.
Yeah.
I should probably add Jimmy John's to my list too, but
But you've had the gargantuan.
I'm weak. You've had the gargantuan. There's no goddamn food out here, so it's hard to get a good sandwich out here in the fucking suburbs.
The other one you guys don't like is coming here too,
I will not be putting my money in that place.
which tastes even better than Jimmy John's.
No.
Yeah. Hands down. Hands down. It's so damn good.
I've only had it once, and I just was like,
It depends what you get from there. Anyway, so clearly you guys hate Chipotle, but that's fine.
I had Chipotle for dinner.
So when they got to southern China, Crowley began smoking a lot of opium on this trip and started doing rituals to contact Iowis again on a daily basis. After this trip, Crowley traveled to Japan, Canada, and to New York City. When he arrived in New York City, Crowley got word that his daughter Lilith had died from typhoid fever. Crowley blamed Rose for Lilith's death, saying that it was because Rose was an alcoholic, and this led Crowley to have a couple affairs, but eventually reconnected with Rose, and they had another daughter, Lola, who was born in 1907.
You ever done an opium, Mike?
I did 3 of them when you went to the bathroom before.
Is that right?
Yeah. I like to do opioids.
Whenever I hear the word opium, I just picture like those pictures of those Chinese opium dens that they used to, like in the early
That's what I think of
1900s.
too, yeah.
I picture Crowley sitting in there with the long opium pipe and
Wearing like a
wasting his
robe,
day
sitting on
away.
pillows.
Yep, exactly.
Sounds great. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'll do an opium smoke. I prefer my opium edible, though.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like on a sprinkle a little opium on a Jimmy John sandwich.
Sprinkle.
Yeah.
Not long after, Crowley said he was contacted 2 more times by Iowis, once in October and once in November of 1907. Each time, Iowis gave Crowley more information, and a whole book was written on each occasion. These 2 books, along with the Book of Law, make up the holy books of Thelema. There were also 6 more books written in 1907, making it 9 books in total regarding Thelema.
Were there a lot of followers at this point? Was anyone reading this stuff or
I think a fair
describing
amount
his
of
ideas?
people.
Yeah.
No, because in this episode would be a cult episode. It's not, clearly.
Yeah, he didn't have the cult. There was no cult leader
point.
stuff going on with any of these guys.
Well, fine line.
Well, we're
between
about to get
religion
some-
and cult.
I think we're about to get to some cultish activity with his follower.
Questionable activity happening.
Well, I think a lot of cult activity is questionable activity.
Interesting activity.
Aside from all those aeons and the 3 beings Iowis told Crowley about, there are 3 things that Crowley said that kind of sums up Thelema. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, meaning that adherents of Thelema should seek out and follow their true path, find or determine their true will.
I love that "do what thou will" quote. That's fantastic. It's one of my
Get it?
favorites.
Why don't you get it tattooed then?
You know, I've thought about that. I just never got around to it because I'm very lazy.
When we get to our 500th episode, that's your tattoo.
Okay.
All right.
That's a great tattoo.
On your cheekbone.
It's a great cheekbone. Why not my forehead, Mike?
I was going to say that, but I feel like that'd be painful. I don't want to put you through that.
The second one is love is law, love under will. The nature of law of Thelema is love, but love itself is subsidiary to finding and manifesting one's authentic purpose or mission. And the last one, every man and every woman is a star, implies by metaphor that persons doing their wills are like stars in the universe, occupying a time and position in space, yet distinctly individual and having an independent nature, largely without undue conflict with other stars.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, and it depends on not everybody interprets this stuff the same way. There's some people that say this true will and finding your true will is that you do whatever satisfies you. So if it's something real basic, you know, like eating a Big Mac satisfies you, but also if killing someone satisfies you, then you should do that as well.
Well, yeah, we part ways there when it comes into conflict with others' true will. You know,
Yeah,
my
it's-
true will is to not have you eat me.
right. We
You know.
can't have everybody doing their true will.
That's right.
Like Crowley
Sure.
initially said.
Big Macs, okay. Eating me? No. Not okay with that.
And we always talk about willing stuff into existence a lot of times. So let's kind of define what Crowley meant by true will. According to Crowley, every person has a true will, different from the ordinary wants and desires of the ego. True will is essentially someone's calling or purpose in life. Some later magicians have taken this to include the goal of attaining self-realization by one's own efforts without the help of God or some other divine being. And this is in line with what Crowley was writing just before 1904. Others follow Crowley's later writings that a person's will, in its purest form, is the same as divine will. Like once you've realized that pure will, you're in line with the divine will.
I mean, we could be here all week debating that.
Yeah.
I got nowhere to be.
We'll check back in a year when we've completed our Thelemic
All right.
study course and see how we feel then, I guess.
Crowley believed that in order to discover the true will, one had to free the desires of the subconscious mind from the control of the conscious mind, especially the restrictions on sexual expression, which he associated with the power of divine creation. He identified the true will of each individual with the holy guardian angel, meaning that everyone has a being like Iowis that they need to find and make contact with. And that is something that you can spend years and years and all this training and a lot of meditation and stuff to be able to do. But
I'm going to do it this weekend.
you're just going to find your guardian angel.
Well, me thinks it's a lot easier to find your own personal ayahuasca when you have loads of opium in your pocket. Probably makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also zero
Guessing.
chance you're having any sex, so you'll be restricted sexually. So help you figure that out too. How to break that, right?
It's a good point.
Just saying.
Who's your personal ayahuasca, Mike? Like a little Jeff Gordon hangs out in your bedroom shouting encouragement at you?
Sure. Why not?
Life's just a bunch of left turns, Mike. You can do it.
It helps when you're slightly curved to the left too.
Peyronie's disease, Jeff Gordon.
No, I didn't say him. Don't put that on him.
Your penis is just fine, Mike. I like your curving to the left.
Don't put that on him.
I like your banana penis, Mike. Stare to the left.
Jeff Gordon is from California and Indiana. He is not a hillbilly with that accent. Please do him justice.
That wouldn't be that funny then.
Yeah. It's not funny at all, pal.
By 1907, Crowley's inheritance was starting to run out, and he was looking for ways to make money. 3 times in Normandy's history, they have had an Earl of Tankerville. And at the time, it was a guy named George Bennett. George Bennett did a lot of cocaine and was very paranoid that enemies were using witchcraft against him. Kind of like to take him out of his royal seat that he had.
What's that you always say, Mike? Cocaine's a hell of a drug, right?
It's true.
So Bennett hired Crowley to protect him. And Crowley's probably like, yeah, of course, I'll take your money.
I can take care of that, buddy. Cast some spells. Get rid of those demons right away.
I'm going to need that up front.
That's right.
Crowley also started to accept paid students who wanted to learn magic. Through doing this, Crowley met his most devoted follower and one he would get very personal with, Victor Newberg. Newberg was born and raised into an upper middle class Jewish family. He went to school at the City of London and Trinity College, Cambridge, where he studied medieval and modern languages. Newberg was around 25 years old when he met Crowley, and like we said, he would become Crowley's most loyal follower.
He had a brother, too, named Lobster. Lobster Newberg. Delicious. I'll be here all week.
He's got a break from his cruise ship gig.
Try the veal.
Newberg had traveled with Crowley a bit and learned from him, but when Newberg finished schooling at Cambridge in June of 1909, he completely committed himself to Crowley. Crowley told Newberg that he was going to go on a magical retirement, which was a 10-day period of isolation and borderline torture. At the end of those 10 days, Crowley said Newberg would be able to achieve everything Crowley had achieved in the Golden Dawn. So years of stuff within 10 days.
Oh, I fast-tracked them.
P.S. If this is what retirement is like, count me out.
That's not your idea of a leisurely retirement.
It's not how I want to spend those days. I want to be drunk by 10 a.m., playing shuffleboard by 11, and getting into fist fights over it by 1 o'clock. Dinner at 3 and bed by 5. That is the life.
Sounds pretty fucking great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Newberg was made to sleep naked on a bed of gorse for a week, which gorse is an evergreen bush. It's really prickly like a pine tree. Then at night, Crowley would whip Newberg with nettles plants, which are these thorny, I don't know, the leaves on it are really thorny, like prickly. Crowley was frustrated that Newberg wasn't making the progress that was expected and whipped Newberg 32 times with gorse, causing some significant bleeding. Newberg wrote in his journal, quote, "Crowley is apparently a homosexual sadist. He performed the ceremony with obvious satisfaction."
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah, what do we make of this? Crowley just trying to get his rocks off?
I think that's what a lot of this whole story is, personally.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like magic spells. Like everything's a euphemism for he just wanted to fuck, essentially. Crowley just wants to fuck.
Why does it feel he has to mask it? Why can't he just fuck?
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe that's an end of this show conversation. We'll save it.
yeah, a lot of sex magic throughout this whole story. But
we talked about that last week. Like that was one of the things he was really into, right? Like just experimenting sexually. I'm not trying to justify. I'm just saying we've already touched on like he is obviously into that. I don't know if you should be, abusing people over it and whipping them bloody.
I just feel like a lot of this is made up scenarios in order to take it to the next level.
kind of like a fetish.
Yeah, that's what I get out of a lot of this. Which is fine as long as the other person's a willing participant.
I don't think Newberg completely was.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
He was willing under false pretenses, right? Like he thought he was supposed to be learning magic. So he was like, okay.
I think that's a valid point. Yeah. Like laying on pricker bushes, getting whipped. Like,
Sound fun.
yeah, that's not great.
Aside from the physical abuse, Crowley also berated Newberg with racial slurs about Newberg being Jewish. And it's kind of like pushing Newberg to a complete breaking point. According to Newberg and Crowley, this push to the breaking point, mixed with yoga and meditation, was successful. Newberg told of very vivid out-of-body experiences, like in the astral planes, and left the 10-day experience finding a state of being, quote, center.
Well, all's well that ends well, I guess. Maybe it was helpful.
Fixed him.
No pain, no
Made him
gain.
better.
Am I right, Newberg? Suck it up, Newberg. Quit your pitching.
All of this took place in Scotland at Crowley's mansion, and afterwards, Crowley and Newberg traveled to London. By this time, Crowley had started proceedings to get divorced from Rose. He cited his own infidelity, like basically said, hey, I've cheated on you multiple times, so. And Rose's alcoholism. And the divorce started to wind down in the fall of 1909. This had been a long process, and Crowley wanted to get out of London ASAP. So he decided on North Africa, and he was going to bring Newberg with him. Crowley later said he chose North Africa at random and that there was no magical reasoning behind it. When they got there, Crowley ignored recommendations to have a guide and just blew off the fact that the desert could be dangerous to someone who had never been there before.
Like a pasty skin fucking guy from the UK, maybe? Yeah.
So
Maybe he had a goal to bang someone on every continent.
Maybe he did.
Just going back to the sex thing. Maybe he's just like, oh, I randomly picked this one.
There are so many sexual partners that are, recorded throughout history to have, been involved with him, like within his diaries and stuff. We would sit here for a whole episode going through his sexual partners.
Be like me reading a Patreon list and
Right.
new patrons. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Hour and a half.
yeah,
Good problem to have. I don't mean to sound like it's a bad problem. Still.
I think he was in Algeria specifically. We talk about North Africa from what I was reading. Which North Africa is at the top of my travel list. I want to go to Morocco.
I once hung out with some Algerians in a bar in Paris.
Is that right?
It's a true story.
Yeah.
It's fun conversations.
A lot of Algerians in France.
So he wasn't afraid of not surviving. He was more concerned about not fitting in with locals. North Africa had a large Muslim population, and Crowley thought Newburgh looked too out of place, kind of like a stupid tourist, and it would hurt Crowley's credibility when speaking with locals.
Can I tell you, when I travel, I hate looking like a tourist.
It's embarrassing.
It's completely embarrassing, so I try to not look like a tourist the best I can. I fail every time.
You know what's even more humiliating is like when you like I just talked about when I was, you go to Paris and you're talking to Algerians and Parisians and they're all speaking English for you. And you're like, fuck. We can't. Every other country knows multiple languages, and then us dumb, Americans, we speak American only.
That's right.
There's no excuse for us not speaking multiple languages.
We're dopes. That's the excuse.
So it's like, okay, I will accommodate you in my own country, dipshit. Let me speak to you in English so that you can understand.
I speak pig Latin. Does that count?
Yeah. Well, maybe. You should try it. Try it. Go into a bar and go to Madrid and speak pig Latin. See what you get.
Punched in your fucking face, probably. But yeah, you're right.
So
it's obnoxious. So I try to blend in, but I never do. I'm like a fucking tourist. I hate it.
Look at this guy. He thinks he's blending in with us. Look at him. Look at this asshole. He's probably from like Ohio or something.
It might be the Cleveland shirt you're wearing. You dumb fuck.
The Buckeyes hat.
So to blend in better, Crowley shaved Newburgh's head, left 2 spots of hair at the temples, and twisted them into horns. Crowley...
How did that go over with the locals?
Crowley later said that he transformed Newburgh into, quote, a demon that I had tamed and trained to serve me as a familiar spirit. This greatly enhanced my eminence.
I picture him like fucking with like the New Jersey Devil, where he's like poking him with a stick to get him all pissed off. He's like, it's the demon. See, he's all mad.
That's fucking wild, man.
Right. As the two of them made their way through the desert, Crowley decided to go back to the Enochian magic that we talked about in part 1. Crowley and Newburgh started evoking Enochian spirits with sex magic, as in Newburgh having sex with Crowley.
Yeah, let's invoke this Enochian. I'm going to enter you with my Enochian cock and evoke some spirits. It's great.
Yeah, and this was...
Why do you think Crowley was doing the entering? Why do you assume?
No, Crowley was not doing the entering. Newburgh was.
Really?
This is extensively written about that Crowley was like a power bottom. A very aggressive power bottom.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. See, come for the magic, stay for Aleister Crowley's favorite sexual positions.
There you go.
In the middle of the desert.
So dry.
Yeah, like cracking and chafing.
Sand.
Sand, exactly. We know how Mike likes the sand.
I loathe it. Have we discussed that on this show?
Yeah, we
hate sand. Hate beaches. No, thank you. I'll go to the pool. Check you later.
You got any lube?
It gets everywhere.
Lube
Sand
out
gets
there in the
everywhere.
desert?
Exactly. No, the sand is the lube. Imagine that. Imagine that. Did Crowley write about that? I'd like to read that journal entry.
What they used as lube? Or
No,
using
just
sand as
had they
lube?
used sand, yeah. It's probably not a pleasant afternoon.
That doesn't sound great.
No, none of it sounded, yeah.
I just want to stay in the house. Like, I don't want to be in the desert.
I agree. Yeah.
Unless I have one of those big
like
tents, like in an oasis and dates and hot Arabian chicks
Still-
feeding me
Still, you walk. There's just sand
figs
everywhere,
and
though.
dates and stuff.
I don't know how. Figs and dates are okay. I don't know if I can live off those.
I like dates. I like
They're all right.
figs.
They're okay. Anyways,
I need to stay in the oasis, though. I can't be trekking through the desert with no water
what I'm
and
saying.
sweating in the
be like
sun.
fucking Chevy Chase in the Vacation movie when he's got like the shirt on his head. He's falling down the sand. And
I can't do that. No.
So as the two of them are going through the desert, and keep in mind, there is peyote involved here. Things like that.
Well, that makes it better.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
The two of them recorded numerous encounters with beautiful, peaceful entities as well as terrifying ones. But Crowley decided he was going to evoke and defeat the Enochian demon Khoranzan.
So you're telling me he's about to do battle with a demon?
Yep. On December 6th, 1909, Crowley and Newberg went far out into the desert until they found an area that they were happy with to perform the ritual. They drew a big circle in the sand, and then they drew a triangle across from the circle. The circle was meant to provide Crowley and Newberg protection, like they couldn't be harmed if they were inside the circle. The triangle was what Khoranzan would manifest in, and he wouldn't be able to leave the triangle as long as it wasn't broken. Crowley knew that this ritual required a blood sacrifice, so he captured 3 pigeons beforehand and brought them out to the desert. All 3 were killed, and their blood was poured at each point of the triangle. Newberg then went into the circle with a dagger that had been protected with various spells, and he swore to defend the circle no matter what, even if Crowley was possessed by Khoranzan and he had to kill Crowley.
Shit.
I think it's awesome that Crowley's like, oh no, you're gonna be the one fighting him. And I picture Newberg like in like a wrestling singlet, like with headgear on. He's just like, you know, waiting like to grapple with this guy, with this demon.
Crowley's taking notes.
Yeah. He's like, all right, I'm gonna be watching you now. You do a good job. You kick his ass. You can beat him. Worst case scenario, you get some cauliflower ear. No big deal.
You'll live. Yeah. Also, I don't care about the pigeons. I fucking hate pigeons. Sacrifice them.
Fucking diseased birds.
I don't like birds at all.
Like, diseased, fearless birds.
Right.
Pigeons.
Yeah, get rid of them.
They don't give a fuck.
I don't care. It's not a bird
Pigeons
fan.
or seagulls, who are more annoying? I feel like seagulls, you have the more, because they like circle, you have the threat of getting shit on. Pigeons are always just kind of fucking walking in your way.
If I'm in the city, then pigeons are more annoying. If I'm at the beach, then
Well, that's what I'm asking
seagulls
though.
are.
Like, if you put yourself in each situation, which one pisses you off more? Pigeons are more directly in your way.
I don't like pigeons.
But
at
like
all.
seagull, like you fucking pull out a sandwich, good luck. You're going to be fighting that thing. Also, it might poop on you.
I'm going to go with pigeons in this scenario.
Okay. You too?
No, I'm pretty indifferent. Like, they don't really bother me. I just
Ian's
would
like,
never
I
have...
don't leave my house, so I don't know what these even look like.
Birds don't bother me. It's just, like, I would never have one as a pet. They're very dirty.
I don't like birds. No, thank
God
you.
damn it. This is something I'm learning about you.
Oh, not a bird fan.
Okay. I don't love them either. I don't hate them, but
Like, I have a bird feeder, and I like putting out a hummingbird feeder to see
hummingbirds
hummingbirds.
are cool. And I like blue jays a lot.
Yeah, I can do without them.
But, you know, if I'm inside my house, I look out the window and see them and then be like, all right, and go away.
They serve no purpose.
I follow this dude on TikTok that has this little hummingbird thing, and he takes it outside, and this hummingbird just comes to him like a fucking pet.
It makes me so happy that like in the middle of the day, Ian's like sitting on his couch watching hummingbird videos on TikTok.
You go on my TikTok, it's almost all animals.
He's like, oh, look at that with a hummingbird. That's so cute.
He just hits his vape and he's just sitting there zenned out watching hummingbirds.
Yeah, I get high and watch a panda eat a huge carrot.
Pandas. Another fun fact, Ian loves fat animals.
Dude,
You show Ian a fat dog, it's his favorite dog in the world.
this is true.
Chonks. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time watching a panda eat various vegetables on TikTok.
Time well spent, right?
And that panda watches you on TikTok trying to eat a sponge.
This is true.
He's like, look at that drunk. Panda's like, look at that drunk asshole. He's eating a
guy.
sponge. It's not even edible. Try some shoots, pal.
He was a real man. He'd eat bamboo.
So Crowley left the circle wearing his black hooded robe and sat in the middle of the triangle, then started chanting, Zaza Zazas, Nasta Nada Zazas. And then all of a sudden they heard the disembodied voice of Khoranzan say, quote,
Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho.
That's unexpected.
Ooh, man. Can't believe we captured that audio.
Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho.
All the way back from 1909.
What is that from?
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not familiar with
It's the second time this month there's been a Pee-wee's Playhouse reference.
Yeah, seriously. I think Dave's getting a little too excited for the movie show next year.
Pee-wee Herman is so goddamn funny. That show is fantastic.
Isn't it after he knocks over the motorcycles when he says, I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel, and then he heads out?
I have no clue.
That's so funny. Or when he's talking, he's talking to her and her French boyfriend ever, and he's like, answering him in French. That dude is so goddamn funny.
I'll add it to my list.
You never seen Pee-wee Herman's Big Adventure?
In a word, no.
Oh my
Really?
God.
No. I always assumed they were just kids' movies.
Oh my God, it's so funny. I say we let him go. Was it Large Marge, the truck driver?
Did they make a bunch of those, or is it just one movie?
There's 2 movies and then Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Which is a show?
Yeah, it was a show. Like Lawrence Fishburne was on there. And
I watched that when I was a kid.
Okay.
Real young. It's very vague memories. I just remember that chair. It was like the recliner, just getting all crazy and talking and shit.
And this is the wizard, Jambi.
Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney ho.
Hiney ho. Right? Jambi? Is that the wizard?
I think so, yeah.
Or the wizard, whatever it was. You're missing out, Mike.
Okay.
Man.
It's on the list.
So after Crowley did his chant, they heard the disembodied voice of Kronzon say, quote, "From me come leprosy and pox and plague and cancer and cholera and the falling sickness. I will reach up to the knees of the Most High and tear his phallus with my teeth, and I will bray his testicles in a mortar and make poison thereof to slay the sons of men."
I once cucked a guy, and that's what he yelled at me. And I said, "Oh, yeah, well, I'm balls deep in your wife. Come get it."
And you braid his testicles.
No, he said this to me. He's going to do this to me because he was mad he was being cucked. He took a turn, like he thought he was going to be into it, and he got angry.
Okay, got it.
So I said, "All right, come get it."
Got to dig 12 inches deep to find it, though, pal.
Yeah, good luck. Your wife's currently in heat, so good luck getting close to her.
Heat.
Needless to say, I lost a testicle that night. Hijinks ensued. Testicles were lost. Classic story.
You only need one.
Yeah. Although you lose credibility in the bull community when you only have one ball.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You get a glass one, a fake one, no?
Yeah, but,
She hurts her teeth when she's sucking on your nuts.
well, that's her problem, not mine. Sorry.
It ain't your problem, right?
That whole side of my ball
It ain't nothing for you to
that whole
worry
side of
about.
the ball sack is now just gold, like a golden tooth. So it's like, when you're getting it, like when you go down, like, you know what you're getting into. Don't bite. Also, watch your fillings.
Deteriorated rapidly.
This whole episode is quickly going off the rails.
Kronzon manifested itself inside the triangle, with Crowley sitting silently before him. At first, Kronzon manifested as a woman Newberg had dated in college and started mocking him. Crowley had told Newberg not to speak to the demon, but he couldn't resist and started arguing back.
I think we have some audio of that.
Okay.
I know you are, but what am I? 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 Infinity.
Pee-wee Herman clip.
Jesus, he's having a great time with that.
Look, your yapping ex-girlfriend starts arguing with you. Got to argue back, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's Kronzon manifesting itself.
Is it Big Adventure where he's doing the fucking dance? Where it's, is it? He's like takes a step forward and
The dance is fantastic.
Yeah. Point his fucking fingers in front of him, then behind him.
This sounds ridiculous.
I'm a big Pee-wee Herman fan.
Apparently so. Waited 9,000 episodes to tell us.
From my understanding, Newberg arguing is what gave Karanzan the power to gradually break the triangle in the sand and attack. Karanzan wrestled Newberg to the ground.
Shot the half on him.
And Newberg struggling with this demon that was in the form of, quote, a naked savage, and was trying to tear his throat out with, quote, froth-covered fangs.
Naked savage. It's like Mike at the sorority house at 3 a.m. after four locos and a Marlboro Red.
wearing just headgear.
A single Marlboro Red.
Also, you know damn well it was Camel Lights. Fucking Marlboro Reds. That's how you get cancer.
I can't imagine you smoking.
I mean, I never really smoked. Smoked.
Went through a phase, or
like in college every now and then. And I think I told you guys one spring break, I think I went through like a pack of Camel Lights over like the 7-day period.
Jeff Gordon's in the background in the room like, that shit'll kill you. Put that down.
Probably.
Stick to left turns, pal.
So I put him down. What are you supposed to do? I didn't touch him again.
Go put your banana cock in sorority sluts. Put the Marlboro Reds down.
Thus is my Thelema. Camel Lights, though, for the record. Best cigarette out there.
I do not disagree with that at all.
What are they called now? You said you educated me. It's
Camel Blue.
Camel Blue. Yeah. Camel Blue wants to sponsor the show. We'll take back up smoking.
That I cannot do.
Dave, you crave it more than any of us. Pack of Camel Blue sitting right there. You're gonna get drunk. You're gonna look at them.
No, I cannot do that.
He says
it would be very. Yeah, I'm still going strong.
Yeah,
that's true. You don't need any right now.
All the anti-vape listeners are very pleased, I'm sure.
Yep, good stuff.
All right, so if they send us a pack, carton of Camel Blues, Dave and I'll take them. You don't have to worry about it. We don't need to tempt you.
Good deal. That. So Newberg's getting attacked, and he started calling out names of various gods, and using the dagger, he was able to push Karanzan back into the triangle. Karanzan started shape-shifting into various forms and arguing with Newberg, who had stuck to what Crowley told him to do, don't argue with the demon. Karanzan began to fade, and Crowley wrote Babylon within the triangle, signaling that they had defeated Karanzan.
So Karanzan is like a wife, just looking for a fight. As long as you don't bicker back, it's going to go away. Right?
God damn.
Am I wrong?
I mean, that's one analogy I guess you could make, Mike. Sure.
Crowley considered this moment to be one of his most significant magical accomplishments.
Like, this is all wrapped up in defeat.
Fucking Newberg is out here fighting this thing. Crowley's like, that is a great success for me. Fucking Newberg's coming over with his mouthpiece, his headgear half ripped off. Was getting attacked by a naked savage. Anyways, go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
No, it's like this is an important thing where he felt like he had to beat this Karanzan in order to advance up the whatever, however you want to phrase it, like the magical hierarchy, or to gain more strength as a wizard or an occultist or a magician, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's an important milestone for him.
I don't remember if we touched on this last week. This is a legit question. Was he still like part of the Golden Dawn with all of this? Like, is that where you're trying to like earn your stripes to like be higher up in that, or not so much? Like he's kind of away from that now.
He's away from that. That's after just him as like a personal.
It's in his own thing now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Did we close that out last week, didn't we? Wasn't there like court issues, right? Didn't they go to court over that?
Yeah, him and the guy that initiated him got on bad terms, and they started doing magic, like casting spirits on each other.
That's
from
right.
Various places.
I believe they covered that. Harry Potter 4. I think they covered that.
I don't know. Karanzan doesn't seem nice.
No,
I don't want to fight Karanzan in a desert with no lube. That sounds horrible. You don't want to fight a naked savage with no lube. Just trying to eat your throat. Not so much.
Like
what if the winner got a pack of Camel Lights and you were jonesing?
Might be worth the fight then.
Like, let's say that this is all drug fueled from the peyote and things like that, and the smoking opium.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it would take much of those things for Newberg, from his point of view, to be completely tripped out by this whole situation, drawing circles and triangles and chanting.
Newberg's a young man, probably hasn't had the vast experience with psychotic drugs that Crowley has. So that makes sense. Yeah. Crowley's like, look, there's a demon. He's like, oh yeah, look at that thing.
Even if I smoked double from my vape, if I took double the hits, I would be kind of freaked out by all this. I'd be like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, Quran's out. Leave me alone, Quran's out. This stuff's cool, but I think that's what a lot of this is, a drug haze kind of thing.
Take some
where I'm leaning.
Do a peyote and see who you're fighting.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to be fighting spiders all over your house, Dave.
No, I don't need that. I don't need hallucinogenics.
Crowley and Newberg returned to London in 1910, and Crowley found that he was being sued for publishing Golden Dawn secrets in his book, The Equinox.
There you go, Mike.
Asked and answered.
But the court ruled in favor of Crowley. This court case was widely reported on, and Crowley ate up the attention. The media was labeling him as a Satanist and as someone who was in favor of human sacrifice, which he was neither. We talked about last week. He was not a Satanist, but he just rolled with it.
He's like, talking about me.
Well, one of the biggest reason was that it was the publicity was bringing in people to Crowley's magic order so he could teach people.
Because he needed money still.
Right. That inheritance was running out.
But imagine being born rich and you have to, you lose all your money, you have to go get an actual job.
That would literally be the worst thing.
Awful.
That would be the worst thing. I'd rather bust my ass the first 50 years and then get to the good stuff.
Then
good
reverse,
life.
live the good life.
Can you imagine?
And then having to go work when you're older because you ran out of money. Oh, that's awful.
I don't like that thought.
That's why we're working till the big times, right?
That's right.
In 1912, Crowley published the Book of Lies. As with all of this stuff, it's very confusing without having an extensive knowledge of other Thelemic books.
Sorry, it was already published a long time ago. It's called The Bible.
Ouch.
This book does contain the Mass of the Phoenix ritual that has some controversy around it. So with this ritual, first, it's where the cake of light is used, which was that biscuit we talked about in part 1 that's made with menstrual blood or a mixture of semen and vaginal fluid. Second, you have to make a cut on your chest to draw blood. People defending the ritual say that you just have to make a scratch deep enough to get a single drop of blood. But based on everything that I've read and the stuff we just talked about with Newberg and whipping him and stuff, I would assume Crowley meant you needed to cut yourself pretty good.
Along those lines, did any listeners make or bake any cum cake or period pie this week? If you did, please mail a sample to Mike Namapod. He's going to be doing a taste test, and he'd like to see what you came up with.
Throw that right away.
He's pretty hungry, so send a big sample.
If I want your semen or if I want your blood, I'll come get it myself. Thank you.
In the Book of Lies, Crowley kind of piggybacked some of the ideas from another magical order called Ordo Templi Orientis, ran by a guy named Theodore Roos. Roos was pissed, but Crowley convinced him that it was all just a coincidence, which resulted in the two of them becoming friends.
Scusi.
Crowley even managed to get himself into the OTO to the degree that he was making money off their yearly membership fees and rewrote some of their rituals, mixing in a little bit of Thelema. Aleister Crowley is quite the charismatic guy when it comes to convincing people.
It seems like it. Yeah, I agree.
Almost like a cult leader.
He could have gone. He seems like he could have gone that route, but he didn't.
He probably would have been better off, both financially.
That's true.
Yeah, if you'd have went that route.
I mean, really, he only had Newberg.
Fuck, Newberg had no money. Goddamn. All he was good for was fighting ghost demons and getting whipped.
Look, he convinced Newberg to go to Algeria with him and fuck him in the desert, in the sand and fight demons. So, I mean,
We're going on a very important mission. Someplace very hot, someplace very dry. And there you will penetrate me. Are you in? Oh, I'm in. Sorry, go.
I'd say he's very persuasive, apparently.
That was my audition for the role of Aleister.
Your pauses were throwing me there. I kept talking.
Dramatic effect.
I apologize.
I was making up as I go. It wasn't like pre-planned, clearly.
In 1914, Crowley and Newberg moved to an apartment in Paris where they performed a 6-week ritual called the Paris Working Ritual. I couldn't find any specific stories about what was all in this, besides that it included a lot of sex magic to invoke the gods of Mercury and Jupiter.
Yeah, he just wanted to fuck. It's called Let's Go to Paris and Fuck.
Well, who wouldn't want to do that, right?
Of course.
I mean, if that's all this is, if you just want to fuck, doesn't it make it a lot more exciting to do it to summon
as a ritual? Sure, it does. Absolutely.
Like this all sounds.
Does it? Is that what people like?
Yes.
I mean, I think that'd be fucking cool.
I mean, I hear him calling out God all the time, but I didn't know it was like a ritual thing. It was a joke, guys. It was a joke.
The idea of doing some peyote and banging to invoke some gods, some gods of Mercury and Jupiter sounds pretty fun.
The gods manifest themselves a lot easier if you're smoking opium or doing peyote, for sure.
Exactly.
All right, count me in. Sign me up for the next peyote gangbang.
After this was over, Newberg started to distance himself from Crowley. Crowley got upset by this and cursed Newberg with a spell linked to Pan, a god resembling a goat that started in ancient Greek mythology, but eventually made its way through history to Christianity, with historians making the argument that the horned and goat-like appearance of Satan comes from Pan. I was going to put in like a little more on Pan, but then I was like, this is Pan's his own episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and Christianity stole all that stuff from pagans and everywhere else, so none of this stuff's original.
Watch it, pal.
Well, it's true. All their holidays and mythology and all that stuff was stolen. It's true. Read up all about it, Mike.
Nah, I'll take your word for it. I listen to Bible Babble. I'm informed.
Like Christmas, for example.
Oh, here we go.
When they were trying to...
You should say this for Bible Babble, I think.
We could, but I mean, when they were trying to get the Romans to convert to Christianity, the Roman god Mithra, his birthday was December 25th. And they said, well, come on over and you can be Christians, but you can keep your Mithra holiday on December 25th. And that's eventually how Christmas came about. Mithra was born on December 25th. Well, guess what? So was Jesus.
Ian, if you didn't know, two people can't be born on the same day.
Is that what happened there?
I think that's what happened. And then,
they co-opted Mithra's birthday, and that's where Christmas came from. So that's the history of Christmas.
As told by your pal Dave.
True story. True story. That's absolutely true.
I know. I'm just busting chops here. But I can't wait for your December episode. The series finale of Bible Babble
this year.
In December.
Released on Christmas Day.
You're going to tell all the stories of Christmas.
Absolutely. We're going to cover all of it.
I can't wait.
I know. No one can.
According to the stories, Newberg lived in fear of Crowley most of his life. And there was an instance that someone, probably being an asshole, told Newberg that he looked like a goat, to which Newberg said, quote,
I don't look like Tom Brady.
I was one. A goat was my curse.
Damn.
Yeah, well.
At this point in 1914, Crowley was pretty much living a month-to-month existence. He had run out of his inheritance and was surviving off of memberships to his order and his cut of OTO memberships. In May, Crowley sold his mansion in Scotland, and then in July went mountain climbing in the Swiss Alps. While he was mountain climbing, World War I broke out, and by October 1914, he was sailing to New York City. Once he got to New York, Crowley lived in a hotel and wrote for Vanity Fair, doing astrology pieces. He also kept doing sex magic rituals through masturbation, female sex workers, and male clients of a Turkish bathhouse.
I don't know. The guy seems to be having the time of his life.
Except for the living now month to month.
I mean, except for the monetary aspect, but
he's still traveling and doing
traveling all over the world and just fucking, which seems to be what he wants to do. Right?
I don't disagree. Yeah, he's having a good time.
So can I insert a little story here?
Sure.
So we're talking about his place in Scotland. It's the Bullskin House. Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin bought that house in 1970.
Was this the house that he had on
Loch Ness?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I was looking into this a little bit, and there's an interesting story. So Jimmy Page bought it in 1970. He hired this guy named Malcolm Dent to run the house for him because, Jimmy Page is on tour with Zeppelin doing whatever. Dent says he experienced the most terrifying night of his life at Bullskin. He awoke one night to hear what sounded like a wild animal snorting and banging outside his bedroom door. It went on for some time. It was not until morning that Dent dared open the door. There was nothing there. He added, quote, "Whatever was there was pure evil." Another friend who stayed at Bullskin awoke one night claiming that she had been attacked by, quote, "some kind of devil." Other occurrences, such as chairs switching places, doors slamming open and closed for no reason, and carpets and rugs rolling up inexplicably, failed to deter Dent from staying. So, some weird shit going on at that place.
We're going to talk about it later. And we said it last week. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle here. I think, yeah, there's drugs. There's a whole bunch of fucking, and I think it was half that is the motivation. Motivation is half that, half actually doing magic and trying to will things.
Jimmy Page saw the house?
Eventually, yeah. I burned down a couple of years ago. There's a whole interesting story to it, but I mean, that was 25 years after Crowley died. What's going on at that place? Or are people just manifesting what they want to see there? I don't know, but I thought it was interesting.
Very interesting.
Some residual stuff, hanging behind.
Exactly. Jimmy Page was in all that shit. He owned I think a bunch of artifacts that Crowley used to have and stuff. He was a big Crowley guy. Jimmy Page, yeah. Big occult guy.
Perhaps a show on him one day.
Perhaps.
Around this time, Crowley claimed to be Irish and a supporter of Irish independence from Great Britain. And Crowley began to show support for Germany in their war against Britain. He became involved in New York's pro-German movement, and in January 1915, a German spy hired him as a writer for his propagandist paper, The Fatherland, which was dedicated to keeping the U.S. neutral in this conflict. In later years, Crowley was seen as a traitor to Britain for this, but in reality, Crowley was a double agent working for the British intelligence services to infiltrate and undermine Germany's operation in New York. This is a whole bonus episode in and of itself, but the real intention was for Crowley to make the German lobby seem ridiculous in the eyes of the American public. It has been argued that he encouraged the German Navy to destroy a UK ship, telling them that it would make sure the U.S. stayed out of the war, while in reality hoping it would bring the U.S. into the war on Britain's side.
This guy just gets more and more interesting. That's unbelievable. That's
Aleister Crowley is responsible for the sinking of the Lusitania. I think that's what we've just confirmed, right?
I think that's what we're suggesting.
That's what is out there.
Goddamn. This story literally has everything.
Demons, double agents.
He's one of the most interesting people I've ever, talked about.
Yeah.
Hands down.
And we can't even say his fucking name right.
That's right.
Over the next couple years, Aleister bounced around from city to city and country to country, finding numerous Scarlet Women to help him with his rituals. But before we move forward into the 1920s with the Abbey of Thelema, I want to talk about Lamb.
Which might be the most interesting thing of this whole story.
Yeah, I think so. Around 1917 or 1918, Crowley began doing rituals called the Amalantra working. How it has been told or interpreted is that these rituals were done by Crowley to purposefully open a window into other dimensions, allowing whatever is in those other dimensions to slip through. What appeared to Crowley out of this window was Lamb. Crowley drew Lamb, and Lamb sure looks like what we know as Greys, just your standard alien. According to Crowley, Lamb told him, quote, "They call us angels and demons today, but tomorrow they will call us something else."
They sure do look like Greys.
Fuck yeah, Lamb looks like a Grey.
Who was the first person to see a Grey?
Betty and Barney Hill would have been the first, but they weren't.
They were the first ones to describe it
Yeah.
as we know of them.
Do we think that they were like Crowley aficionados where they would have seen this drawing? Because
I don't think so.
And when were they?
Because he didn't even draw this for in any of his literature. He wrote a foreword or something along those lines for one of Madame Blavatsky's last books. And no one knows why he did this, but he brought up Lamb in that for no reason and drew that. That's where the picture of Lamb comes from. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess Betty and Barney Hill could have been into some.
Possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's pretty close.
What year did Betty and Barney Hill happen?
62.
62, I think. Yeah.
Do we think he was just doing a self-portrait?
It could be possible too that he was on,
Homie had a big
drugs or
forehead.
If that's what he looked like to in the mirror when he was doing peyote, sure.
Still very interesting.
If you take it just at face value,
Yeah.
what he said he was doing, what came out, what Lamb said, it's would lead you to believe an alien from another dimension. What we know as a Greys, he talked to one.
Ian, question. If I could open up a portal to another dimension in that wall right there, but with no guarantee what would come out of it, what would happen, anything.
I think you already tried, pal. I see the hole you should put up.
That was an accident. Would you have me open that portal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Can I not show up that night?
Answer, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Question, can I put a ring of salt around me? Something.
Answer, of course.
You know what you could do? As you enter that portal, eat a gargantuan. It's so much salt. You're fine. You're fine.
So I can have my barrier.
Can we tie a rope to his waist so if we needed to pull him back?
Am I actually going into that dimension, or am I just standing there seeing what comes out?
We're just going to open it.
Okay. So yeah, if I can have my ring of salt.
No guarantees what's coming out, what's going in, what's going to happen. We're just going to open the portal to the other dimension.
Fuck that.
I am also a yes on that one.
Yeah, I would do it.
I will vote a no on that one.
I spent so much time reading about this stuff. Might as well see what it's all about.
I get that. I've spent zero time reading about it, so I don't even know what's going on. What if you just I picture the Wizard of Oz, the tornado, just things going around. There's a witch. You see Aleister Crowley go by. You see a fucking couple Greys. Yeah, that's right. You just see all this shit just going by.
Well,
that's in my mind what I think.
This window, there's arguments out there that people have made that if this is real, he opened everything up. Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, everything that slips through from different dimensions, those window areas that John Keel talked about.
As a result of him.
Is a result of Crowley doing this and talking to Lamb.
That is an interesting angle I had not considered.
A lot of the...
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Do a lot of those groups, the Bigfoot groups, maybe alien groups, maybe not MUFON or NICAP or anything, do any of them credit him or get into him with their beliefs, or not so much?
I mean, there's people, yeah. I think your hardcore Bigfoot people don't want anything to do with that kind of
theory. Because that would make them look ridiculous.
They're like, well, Aleister, what?
Even really hardcore alien people don't. Some of them don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. That it's interdimensional or that something occult could.
It's not really their definition of what an alien is,
right?
Yeah, or a UFO is.
This is what I lean towards. This kind of stuff.
That's why I asked the question.
I think the ancient alien stuff is a lot of that's pretty silly. And I think it actually takes away credit from civilizations and stuff when you just say that aliens did it. But I think there is probably a case to be made for angels and demons, some things, accounts of things coming out of the sky. There might be a case, made with that kind of stuff.
Are you aware Tom Hanks was in a movie called Angels and Demons?
No. Is that like the Da Vinci Code stuff?
It's the second Da Vinci Code.
Oh, okay.
Quite ridiculous.
I don't really know what those movies are about.
The Tom Hanks Dungeons and Dragons movie is more believable than the Angels and Demons movie.
I have not seen the Dungeons and Dragons one.
That's where
we've discussed.
Yeah, the D&D scare in the mid '80s. I lost my mind. I'm trapped. My son's trapped in a D&D world. Don't play Dungeons and Dragons.
What was would you say the Da Vinci Code?
Yeah,
that was. I liked Angels and Demons. That one was pretty good.
Don't religious people not like the Da Vinci Code?
I don't think they like any of them.
Doesn't it like go against the Bible or something? Or no? I don't know. I don't really know what they're about.
I don't remember. The Da Vinci Code taught like there was like some kind of affair, like Jesus had descendants, right? Like wasn't that what it was? Like Jesus and
Mary Magdalene, they had descendants.
They had descendants.
That's apostasy, right?
Nobody wants to hear that.
No, I don't like that.
Dave, that should be your favorite movie then.
It's just a little silly.
It's Bible erotica. So that was, and that one's okay. I liked Angels and Demons. I thought it was entertaining. The end. It's also like 3 hours long. It's very long.
Did you read the book?
Of course not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
I did not either.
No.
I don't believe that.
You also did not read the Harry Potter books, right? Just the movies.
I did not. I tried a couple times. I'm just too lazy. It's too much.
I know. Your F, Marry, Kill of movies and no, it was just get rid of one, right? And you got rid of books over music and movies. You destroyed literature.
I'm just too lazy. I would rather watch it now. I'm sorry.
I wish R.L. Stein walked in here right now and smacked you across the face.
But that's why I think the Book of Enoch is so interesting in this too, because the Book of Enoch brings up the angel-human hybrids and the Nephilim and things like that.
Yeah, super cool stuff. There's a lot of what do they call them, like the apocryphal Bible books that never made it into the actual Bible. Maybe they told a whole different story that the powers that be didn't like.
What if Jesus was an alien?
What if he was? That'd be super cool.
Fucking, it'd be cool. Shaking his head.
Like he was lizard Jesus or something from...
like he's a reptilian.
Reptilian Jesus. That's even better.
I bet you David Icke has linked it back to Jesus at one point or another.
Of course he has.
In 1920, Crowley moved to Sicily, where he established the Abbey of Thelema as his headquarters, and members started showing up. Not long after this, Crowley was prescribed heroin for asthma, and spoiler, he became addicted almost immediately.
I heard heroin tends to do that.
Right?
I never knew that.
First time.
Yeah.
Couple times.
Like, this is like seeing God. I'm going to do this again and again and again. Little known fact, Mike shoots up smack every day, yet still won't never do a weed because it scares the shit out of him.
Not addicted. I can stop anytime. It's a hobby.
It's not addictive. I do it every day.
Well, some people do coffee. I do a heroin.
When he got addicted to heroin, this place turned into a fucking shithole. Like there were stray dogs running through it and stuff. Like it was not great. Fast forward 3 years. In 1923, a young Thelemite named Raoul Loveday moved to the Abbey with his wife, Betty May. Loveday was devoted to Crowley, but his wife hated him and life at the commune. During a ritual, Loveday was made to drink blood of a sacrificed cat, and they were required to cut themselves with razors every time they used the pronoun I. Loveday got sick from drinking this cat blood and died. I would assume that this cat was extremely unhealthy. I mean, it's a stray fucking cat. They're stray dogs.
It's rabies.
Yeah.
Right?
So gross.
Awful.
This is where Crowley earned the nickname from the press, the wickedest man in the world. That guy's wife, Betty May, she went to the press with her story of what had happened to her husband. This resulted in Aleister being kicked out of Italy and the abbey closing.
Not very sanitary. Like, did Crowley have the gonorrhea and the syphilis during all this time? Like, I think we remember from last week that he wasn't big on the Jimmy hats, and he was catching the STDs all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that there was much protection going on with any of this because,
like, Newberg's probably, going crazy. He's out and hallucinating from syphilis out in the desert somewhere.
I mean, throughout his story, we'll talk about it in a bit here, like just how extensive this really is. But he's gotten multiple people pregnant throughout life. Some of them successfully gave birth to kids of his. Some just had miscarriages, But
so no Jimmy hats then.
No, okay. lots of STDs and
yeah. Although, what kind of Jimmy hats did they have 100 years ago?
How many times can you say Jimmy hat in one episode?
Did they even have them that long ago?
I think so. Well, we talked about like Jack the Ripper condoms back in those days.
I don't believe in condoms. So I don't know the history.
You've never worn one in your life.
I don't even know what they are. Wouldn't even know how to open a package. Like most men, though, I guess. Really. So I need a Blue Chew sometimes, though, also. For those moments when you struggle to open a condom package, for those of you that use them.
From 1923 to the start of World War II, Crowley traveled as he did his whole life. He had more Scarlet Women and did a whole bunch of sex magic.
Yeah, I bet he did.
He was able to kick heroin and offered his services to the Navy intelligence like he did in World War I, but he was turned down. Not long after this, his asthma got worse, and he again got hooked on heroin.
He even got married again during this period. It seems like it was like a marriage of convenience, but nothing to go too deep into. But
yeah,
why do you mean convenience? Like monetary?
It seemed like an immigration thing, so she could accompany him somewhere. From what I was reading, was she Nicaraguan? Maybe does that sound?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I can't go into everything because we'd be here all week. But interesting. I don't know.
On December 1st, 1947, Crowley died at Netherwood Boarding House in Sussex of chronic bronchitis and complications from his asthma at age 72. His funeral was held at a Brighton crematorium on December 5th with about a dozen people attending. There were excerpts from the Book of Law and a hymn to Pan read, and the funeral generated a bunch of press controversy. The newspapers were running stories calling it a black mass. His body was cremated, and the ashes were sent to OTO successor Carl Germer in the U.S., who buried them in his garden in Hampton, New Jersey.
Who knew Crowley was buried in New Jersey? I didn't know that. That's fucking wild, right?
It's a nice little tourist stop, no?
Yeah, right.
And like that is a whole sub thing of information you could talk about is Carl Germer becoming the successor to the OTO. And there's a guy behind Carl Germer that if something happened to him, then this, this other guy would get it. All in all, Crowley wrote a little over 100 writings, which were considered things that should be taught to members of his order. He wrote over 50 books on magic and Thelema and 19 poetry books. This two-part series is literally just scratching the surface of Thelema and Aleister Crowley's version of magic. You could dedicate a solid chunk of your life to trying to understand this and master it. And
oh, yeah, for sure.
There were parts of his life that you start to go down, and it just leads to more and more of a rabbit hole. You could do it. You could go down it forever.
He's one of the most interesting people we've ever talked about, in my opinion.
And just the amount of people that he came in contact in his life that are like these stepping stones of how you get through the story. There's hundreds of names of different people that are part of this story.
One question I do have, where did he do a lot of photo shoots? Like, where do we get all the cool pictures of him and all his different garb and like the one in the Golden Dawn hat? Like, there's such cool pictures of this dude.
I think that has to do with having that $7 million.
Just photo shoots whenever he wanted. His own personal photographer.
Being able to take pictures like that whenever.
Because they are really cool.
Yeah, there's some awesome pictures of him.
Mm-hmm. And some not so great, because one's, I believe, just a tiger skin or something he's wearing.
Yeah.
Where you can make out the tiger's head. Like, I don't love that. But
Damn. I don't think I've seen that one.
it's not great.
The big game hunting for him in India, it wasn't like just a one and done. Like it was a long trip of that.
It was a different time. I mean, big game hunting was a thing. I guess it's still a thing, but maybe more frowned upon. I don't know.
So that's Aleister Crowley. Very interesting.
I agree.
Very.
I mean, you could spend a lifetime, like you said, studying the sky. And
yeah, my brain was just all over the place reading about this stuff. I think it was last night. I'm like, I'm going to take a shower and just kind of not think about this for a minute, trying to read a lot of this stuff and then just put it into a condensed podcast form that makes sense even to me to read. Because the first one, I mean, I don't think we broke kayfabe on it, but we redid the first episode. I rewrote the outline because as I was reading it, I'm like, this is mind numbing.
Didn't come out exactly how it should have.
Right.
So, yeah.
Needed redone.
So Dave, you made mention of maybe just a guy who wanted to have a lot of sex. Final thoughts on Aleister Crowley?
I think that was probably the guiding, the guiding principle behind all of this. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to get into motives here. Like all the magic stuff's really cool.
Do you think he believes in all that?
I don't know. I think he wanted to believe, but I think a lot of it was drug fueled fucking, like I said before. I don't know. Like, was Lobster Newberg actually wrestling with a demon out in the Algerian desert? I don't know. That's a tough sell.
Well,
for
I don't
me.
think Lobster was, but his brother was.
Mr. Newberg, was he?
Yeah.
You know,
Lobster was at home
with the chorizo, the sausage demon.
Now we're talking.
I don't know.
See, that's the problem that I have with trying to figure out like how much of this do I believe, how much I don't think that these guys were just running around in the desert just pretending to do stuff, or I don't think they were lying about it either to make up, to get money or anything. Because Newberg just
I
fucked
agree.
off to whatever he was doing the rest of his life.
Like I want to believe, but how much of it was hallucinations and whatever else? I don't know.
Like if it was hallucinations, could you imagine being like just an onlooker of this? Crowley sitting in a triangle.
Newberg's wrestling by himself
with a fucking magical dagger.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like look, I want to believe, so you show me proof, but
the lamb
I don't
thing
know.
is the most interesting part.
I agree.
Of the Crowley thing, because it really anybody look it up, LAM. It looks like a fucking gray to me.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'm torn. I was a big fan of Aleister Crowley.
I think it's the truth is somewhere in the middle, and I think that there's
usually is.
I think there's something to that will, in your intentions, and this is just like scratching the surface of one type of magic. There's chaos magic. There's folk magic. There's ceremonial magic. This is just Aleister Crowley's brand, and it involved a lot of fucking,
which
is super fun.
I'm not against. Yeah, I'm all for it. Do what thou will. I fucking love. It's one of my favorite things. So big fan.
So it's a thumbs up for Aleister Crowley.
I am a thumbs up for Aleister Crowley.
It's a thumbs up for the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he had there's some problematic things with him. There's some his confessions book has some very questionable racial slurs in them.
Really?
I guess maybe some of that's the time period. I don't know, but
I think a lot of that's probably the time period. So yeah, not condoning that obviously, but the underlying message, I guess, to do what thou will, and
depends on how far you want to take that.
Sure.
There's some people that think that should be taken just all the way.
Yeah.
But
Again, I don't think you should eat me if you want to, but you know, as long as you don't invade my space, whatever you want to do is fine with me.
All right, we got some patron shout outs. Thank you very much to new patrons Amy Tyvan, Tori Nelson, Brittany Thompson, Andrea Hadlock, Gerard Davies, Christy Petrillo-Solo, Priscilla Rodriguez, Angela Koch, Robert Ojeda, Dave Fulton, Rainia Ash, The Real Casey Anthony, Selena, Teresa Kearney, Tara Harrison, Stacy Elms, Bree Jakowski, Emmanuel Strickland, Jana Wilkins, Mallory Rubo, Lauren Raplogo, Elliot, Stephanie DePiso, Will Bryant, Rexley9, Alyssa, Chris Hickman, Cheyenne Bennett, Dylan Ellis, Erica Kelly, Chelsea Van Dyke, and Cyril Lafeve. Thank you all very much. We are at patreon.com/Necronomipod. Ian, what do you got?
For iTunes, I have one for Carrie Barra and Finna1313. Thank you guys for the awesome reviews.
Dave, you got anything?
I would just like to say that since the real Casey Anthony's a patron now, this is Larry. Give me a call. I'm still trying to see your beaver. I'm down in hell, so you gotta call me down there.
The offer still stands.
$1 million to show your beaver.
God damn, pal.
A listener emailed us about this. Did you see it? Yeah, so I guess back in the day, like maybe back in Aleister Crowley's type day, if you had crabs, you obviously have to shave everything off.
I did see this. You're right. Yeah.
So you have to shave everything off. Well, if you're a sex worker and if you're shaved, then everyone's like, oh,
you're 9.
Right. You're dirty. Like you have stuff. So what women would do was get beaver fur and like make a wig so they could still get business.
A merkin.
See that?
Fake beaver hair.
The more you know.
So thank you, listener, for that.
And that's how the term then
that's
beaver
where
came
beaver
about.
came from.
Okay.
I just think it's a sexy word, beaver. I just say beaver.
Oh, boy.
Building a dam for my penis, beaver.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks.
Did you see that show? What's that show called? Vinyl that Olivia Wilde was in. She wore a merkin because she was naked.
I think you've talked about this before.
She had a shaved beaver, so she had to wear a merkin because it was the 70s, and
okay,
no one's got a shave.
She didn't
beaver in the 70s.
She didn't go method.
Come on, she put the merkin on. But good. It was a good show. It was a one and done season.
Not my actress.
I thought it was good. Vinyl.
All right. Yeah. What's that on nowadays?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Showtime, HBO. I forget where it was on, but
okay.
One and done, canceled.
It happens.
Olivia Wilde looked good. A beaver. It's a fake beaver. Merkin. A merkin.
I feel bad for people that have looked forward to like Aleister Crowley episodes, and then this part 2 was just kind of a shit show. I had a good time though.
I don't think so. That was great.
Also, shout out to listener Tyler that sent a PDF copy of The Goblin Universe. Appreciate it.
Ian's going to be busy next week.
Yeah.
I'm smoking my weed and breeding the Goblin Universe.
I'm just going to be sitting there all ripped on my laptop reading it.
There you go. That's how shit goes down.
Everything is goblins. It's just how you perceive it.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, Patreon.com, Necronomipod, or Patreon.com/Necronomipod, Amazon.com, search Necronomipod. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys listening.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.